What's up, for gamers? Happy New Year and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna do a reaction video to one of Lost Light's older videos that they posted almost for 2 years now. We're gonna react to their feedback to comments from the community. So this was posted around January 8th of 2022. So we're gonna compare to how like the game has been before, or like how they take these feedback and how they apply these changes to the current version of the game now. Just want to point out also that this video is just to compare the previous versions of the game to what it is now and see how much they really applied the things that they said in this video. This is in no way, shape, or form to harass or any offensive things towards the developers or the art designers or anyone working with Lost Light. This is more a constructive video focusing on how much the game has changed. So if you guys have thoughts about this video or anything told throughout the video, leave it in the comments below.
Where did the bastard go? Find him!
大家好，我是萤火突击的主美阿索。
大家好，我是萤火突击的策划石玉。
So we have Suo and Shiyu. Hopefully I'm pronouncing those right. And again, just want to say, guys, if you have any like feedback about what they say or their reactions, leave it in the comments below. Let's not resort to any harassment or any offensive words towards these people. They're just working for the company, so let's give them the respect that they deserve.
Looks like they've optimized Marauders to become a transformer. Oh, then so many fireflies will be a housefly, flying everywhere to survive or escape from the Marauders.
变形金刚，我们之前已经把游荡者从变形金刚，我觉得已经砍到了迷你汽车人了，好吧？萤火虫才不是苍蝇。
The first comment they have is to nerf the Marauders or the AI NPCs in the game. So comparing this is like from 2 years ago, comparing it now, they're still continually nerfing these AI, but they're still pretty strong because they have like this auto tracking feature, or like basically an aimbot, a legal aimbot in the game. Especially the mini bosses like Lions and Raymond. So comparing it to 2 years ago, where we're having this kind of feedback as people are saying that the Marauders are too strong. Do you think the Marauders in the current version of the game are still strong? Like, if you have any experience, like negative experiences with these Marauders, like let me know in the comments below.
Oh, well, it has the potential like most games, but they've never listened to the bulk of the community, just the people who are wealthy.
Okay, so this comment is kind of spicy. The commenter says that the people who work for Lost Light don't really listen to the community. They just listen to the higher ups who make them do the work or the tasks they need to do or the features that they need to add. A big comment towards these devs, and let's see how they react to it.
有没有搞错？我们现在都没有出氪金系统。
对啊，都没出。
What? Wait, that's their reaction to it? So they basically got a feedback comment about not listening to the community. So that's already one factor that they should consider. The second claim is that they only listen to those who are paying them, or they're focused on the money. And this is their answer.
有没有搞错？我们现在都没有出氪金系统。
对啊，都没出氪金。
So the answer is we don't have any in-game purchases yet. So going back 2 years ago, yes, the game didn't have any monetization yet. But comparing it to 2 years later, which is the current version of the game, we are so riddled with like draws, gacha draws, top-up events. Skin draws for the weapons are a bit too much if you ask me. So comparing it to 2 years ago with this feedback, with their reaction to this comment, you can see how much it has changed in a span of 2 years, of how much in-game purchases they have added and how they're constantly shoving down our throats these skin draws from day to day. So yeah, let's continue.
Yeah, they're just waiting for get more bug reports, so they fix only 3 of them and make another wipe.
Okay, this is a comment regarding the bugs in the game. Bugs are normal in any game. Like in any game being developed, bugs are bound to appear. And development is always consistent. And resolving these bugs are not easy. I can say that because I've worked in the IT industry before. I worked with development teams before. And bug tracking, bug fixes, they're not easy tasks. So I kind of get their POV here, how resolving these issues are not as fast as everybody thinks they are.
啊，这个跟上面那条非常像。其实 bug 也是一直都是有反馈的，只是我们每周都有非常多的 bug 啊，所以一直都在循序渐进的解决啊。很多问题都在悄悄的更新，大家可以看那个更新公告，每周都会有 bug。
Bug fixes are not easy. They're not magically fixed once like you point out what the issue is. There is investigation, identifying where the problem is, how to replicate the issue. That's part of like development, part of the development cycle, especially in testing. It's really difficult, especially if you're getting a lot of these bugs from time to time, because if you solve one bug issue, you're gonna have to also retest every single feature that you have. Hopefully that the bug fix that you do does not affect the others. Whenever they're having a patch update, you guys notice that some of the features that already exist in the game, they kind of break. They're like some glitches, the sound disappears, you cannot log in. So I feel like should be more effort in retesting these features once they do some changes or patch notes or patch fixes, patch updates. Reflecting how much bugs the game has in a span of like 2 to 3 years. Like consistently, the bug reports will always be there. But comparing it to a normal volume, they're above normal. So it's kind of goes down to the question, are the devs really capable of sustaining this game through bug fixes?
程序修 bug 头都修秃啦，小伙伴们。
是的，我的头也有点秃了。
Okay, from that feedback also, I kind of see where they're coming from. Like, again, bug fixes are not easy, and being a developer is really stressful, especially for the testing side as well. Like, well, testers have it easier, but developers have it harder. So as they said, I rather go bold because they're really working on this, and I feel like maybe they're undermanned. They need more help. Most likely, I don't know. Maybe those are the things that they need to focus on moving forward.
Ranked is cool, definitely, but this robbing team up feature is messing all the fun.
Specifically, this is pointing to the legal team up. So this is not about teaming. So there's a difference between teaming up and teaming. So the team up feature is in the game. They actually added that feature where you can, I think you can switch your armband to blue, which will indicate to other fireflies nearby that you want to team up. That this also exposes your location. I made a video on this as well. Like I did a entire stream where I had the team up armband on. So you guys want to watch that? It's up there on the card. That's a legal team up where you can actually team up with other players and participate in an operation together. There's one feature, or sorry, there's one term called teaming where you're in a solo queue or in a solo game or even in any composition of team, and you don't use the team up feature, but you actually team together. So like you're acting as a unit together without actually using the team up feature. So that's where teaming is becoming an issue, where in solo lobbies especially, people would team up together and dominate the other players all together, and let's say the 2 to 3 people that teamed up or did the teaming will get all of the XP and the loot. That was very prominent in like previous seasons, especially in ranked. If you have experienced this before, like let me know in the comments below. Pretty sure a lot of you have experienced this, especially the hardcore ranked players in the game. But I'm pretty sure the casual players have also experienced this as well. So let's hear their feedback about this.
老哥，你在排位赛里人缘不是很好呀？
啊，难道你没有朋友吗？
That's it? What? Bro, I can see that you are not very popular while doing rank. Basically, they say skill issue, bro. So if you're having trouble with rank, it's a skill issue, okay? And the salt in the wound is, don't you have any friends? Bro, okay. So that's kind of a bit salty from the development side.
In rank by boat, bro, if you play much ranked and then normal match, the boats in normal are just a joke.
Okay, I don't fully understand the composition of the question. So maybe it's just focused on the AI comparisons in normal and ranked mode. I don't know. Let's see.
超级人机已经救赎，兄弟，我会记住你的 ID 的。
I don't understand this. We're just gonna skip this. Okay.
People who just do Marauders are little bitches.
I guess I'm one of those little B words. Am I? Because I enjoy Marauder raids or operations. Because like they're more grounded. They don't have any tech. They don't have the armband. It's like you're actually playing Tarkov when you're playing a Marauder. You're playing a proper extraction shooter without all of this gimmick, without all of this tech, the detection things, you know. That's why I enjoy playing Marauder operations. But I think this is a different kind of a feedback because that's the only way you play Marauder operations. You have to play it like a rat. You play it stealthily because you want to ambush a lot. Because when you hop in the game as a Marauder, you don't have much items unless you get a good loadout from your spawn. So yeah, let's see their feedback on this.
哎，我就是那个经常玩游弹者
Hey!
啊，我觉得游弹者和萤火虫两者都是一种游戏玩法，特别是我们这种菜鸡啊，经常要用游弹者来回血的，你要互相尊重一下，好不好？
Okay, guys, so please respect us Marauder players. This is in the game. This is like one of the enjoyable parts of the game where you get to pretend to be part of the Marauder group. You disguise yourself as a Marauder and you roam around the area without the aggro of these enemy Marauders shooting at you, unless they're elite Marauders or if you provoke one of them. So yeah, it's an enjoyable part of the game. If you haven't tried it, please try it out. It's also a good way for you to, as Soa said, to restock your supplies. So yeah, respect the Marauder players, guys.
I guess Lost Light developers never heard of balancing. They should reduce each person's Marauders to 3 daily Marauders points and 1 hour cooldown on each use.
This feedback is actually very important because they actually did this in the current version of the game. You have limited Marauder charges to use. As far as I know, guys, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You have 2. You only have 2 Marauder charges in a span of 30 minutes to recharge. So as far as I know, that's what we have today. So this is actually one of the comments they actually listened to. Apparently, let's see how they feedback on this.
这个我不同意。
Disagree.
给索哥一点活下去的机会吧，索哥已经在里面不玩游荡者，他没法玩我们游戏了。
Okay, so Soa's more on not applying this change, but eventually in their current version of the game, that's what it is now. It's even worse. There's only 2 charges of Marauder operations available for you to use. And once you consume one, it'll take 30 minutes to cool down or refresh a charge.
It is called Tactical Blue Laser, but it shows red.
Wait, what? I didn't see this before. Like in the previous version of the game. Don't get me wrong though, I'm an OG of Lost Light, but I never got to get in the earlier like phase season 1 or season 2. I think I got in season 3, I think. Because they didn't have the PC port yet and my mobile device wasn't capable of playing Lost Light before. So maybe this was like a visual glitch or a visual bug for the tactical blue laser. So as the commenter said, it showed to be color red while the label says blue. So let's just see how they react to this.
把那个标错名字的战斗策划。
Okay.
Developers gave us legs protection kit.
Okay, so this is the dominant era of the leg meta. This is very prominent in any game. This is prominent in any like looter shooter game where armor is very dependent on your survivability, where most of the time you aim for parts of the enemy's body where it has no armor. And the most common one is the legs, are the legs. So that's where the leg meta comes in, where you can kill people pretty fast when you shoot them from the legs. So this is a very common feedback to the developers, asking for leg protection armor, which I assume in earlier versions they did not introduce yet. So more or less it's just top heavy armor without any leg protection.
保护膝盖从逆我做起，然后人机子弹会穿膝盖这个问题，导致骨骼这个问题，现在已经在做优化了。
医药公司就是卖骨折甲板而发家致富的，你不知道吗？
I'm really
So their reaction to it is on point. They're just saying that you just need to find the proper countermeasures in resolving these leg attacks on you. If you are experiencing these kinds of attacks, you can also utilize them against your enemies. So leg meta will always be present in the game, but in the current version, they have introduced armor, like full body armor, including the legs. So it has changed a lot comparing to 2 years ago.
sad that developers didn't change the thing where you can see players through the walls. I mean, I guess they are kind of liars.
Kind of confused to what they're pertaining to, what this commenter is pertaining to. I'm guessing he's pertaining to the return feature, because like in 2 years, like 2 years ago, like the thermal scopes or optics weren't a thing yet. The thermal glasses weren't a thing yet. So I'm assuming this is the return feature, but let's see how they react to this.
They are saying the game should look more real. Seeing people through the walls looks a lot real. I should say.
这个功能已经暂时拿掉了，但是我们会再优化好后再放出来，因为之前那个功能那个效果特别像一个外挂啊，之后我们会把这个效果优化的比较像是游戏性的一种玩法。
So it's like from 2 years ago, they already had the tactical features available, but it wasn't as perfect or as functional as we have it today. So apparently they have been working on this for the past 2 years already. And it's surprising that it took them that long to perfect it, or it's not really that perfect, but to make it working properly. So it took them about 2 years to apply the tactical glasses with thermal optic features. So that was the entire dev feedback, I think kind of a Q&A from 2 years ago. So they posted this January 8th of 2022. So comparing it to the current version of the game, what do you guys think? Has the game changed a lot? Have they listened to most of the feedback or the comments that they heard today in this video? What do you guys think? Is the game growing in a good path? Like, is it changing for the better, or is it getting worse every time you play it? In my perspective, I see the game evolving a lot. They have kind of specified that they do not want to be an Escape from Tarkov clone. They're trying to be as unique as possible. That's why they're making these like a lot of gimmicks and stuff. The gimmicks are good. The text is kind of good because we're like in a post-apocalyptic futuristic setup. But I feel like they should tone down a bit on these gadgets where you can find enemies without actually like looking for them, like the pets. Just want them to like tone it down a bit, like make it a bit more grounded where people don't fully rely on these gadgets to fight other people. As far as I noticed from this past season, I mean like past 2 seasons, players are not really relying on their game sense anymore. They're mostly relying on these pets, these thermal optics. Like the game sense isn't as present as before, where in previous seasons, like especially in season 2 and 3, everything seemed more grounded, more realistic. And the only advanced tech that you had was the armband. If possible, maybe they can go back to what it was before, but that's asking too much for the developers. I'm pretty sure some of you would agree that they should go back to like earlier version of the game where everything wasn't so complicated or so gimmicky with these tech. But that's just me. If you guys have feedback and comment about what I said or about this video, like leave it in the comments below. So again, I want to wish you guys a happy new year. As a new year gift, I'll be giving away this code right here on the screen. So make sure to use that on your redemption screen and get some free rewards in game. Thanks so much guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.